I've been debating on making a YouTube video about this, but and I don't want anybody to come to my throat, but I'm here to shed education. And I'm noticing a lot of people going into this MLM and saying stuff. And as a licensed esthetician and someone who knows and studies skincare, knows ingredients and what to use and what not to use, I'm going to shed light. And of course, we're talking about the olive tree people. It's been going around a minute, and I am sitting here at my computer and I am going through every product and every ingredient. And we'll dive into that in just a moment. But I want to make this video educational wise because MLMs, they can be great for some people. Some people make a lot of money, and we're all here to make a lot of money. I am not dissing anybody's business decisions, ventures, whatnot. But I hate to see people spend $40, $50, $60, $70, $80 on something thinking that it's going to help you, and it's just a bunch of oil. So I'm going to first dive into this company because how it came to be is kind of culty from what I've read. So first, I want to dive in with olive oil in general. As someone who is a freaking hippie, I do all of my hippy dippy stuff before I go to the doctor. That's just who I am. I believe that the earth is plentiful in healing medicines and herbs, and if you can, try to toughen it out and drink some herbal tea, honey, cinnamon. You gotta do what you gotta do. I love herbalism, and I love can't say that word, apothecaries and stuff like that. So I do know my research. Like, for instance, I use castor oil on my stomach and heat it up with a heating pad to help with digestion. I also use castor oil, jojoba oil, and sweet almond oil on my face for extra hydration. By the way, jojoba oil is the closest molecule to our natural sebum on our skin. So I use jojoba oil pretty much all over my body. It is the best oil for your face. So I just want to talk a little bit about olive oil and properties that olive oil has and has been proven. However, most of the benefits to olive oil is when you ingest it. For instance, it can be a liver detox if you mix with lemon and cayenne and olive oil. A liver detox. It flushes out the liver, helps with parasites, etc. But most every study that you see of olive oil, you have to drink the oil. And another thing to take and mention is there are scandals right now with olive oil being sold on your shelves, not being real olive oil. And the way to test that is to put it in the fridge, and if olive oil gets cloudy, then you have authentic olive oil. Or maybe it's flip-flop. Maybe it doesn't get cloudy. No. Anyway, either it gets cloudy or it doesn't get cloudy. You'll have to Google that. I can't remember off the top of my head. My brain's mushy right now. But basically, to test for authentic olive oil from an olive tree, you put it in the fridge, something happens to it, and you got authentic olive oil. Most of the time when your olive oil is under $10, it is not authentic olive oil. If it is, that's great, you know. But most of your health benefits come from olive oil, from ingesting it, like fighting Alzheimer's, helping with blood cholesterol levels, strokes. It's been proven to help with strokes because it has high antioxidant, high anti-inflammatory properties, especially when you mix it with things. For instance, if you take olive oil and you roast tomatoes with it in the oven, olive oil and a tomato bind to help fat-soluble vitamins pass through your body. So when you combine olive oil with certain food groups, it enhances the vitamin consistency in the food. That goes a lot with other foods, companion foods, when you ingest it. It's a whole science study, okay? But just keep that in mind as we're going forward. Also, just letting y'all know, I've been an esthetician for 8-9 years now. How long me and Adam been together? 8-9 years. And I also am a minor in chemistry and general biology. So I kind of have a grasp on molecular compounds just a little bit. I'm not saying I'm a rocket scientist, but I'm saying I have some education to back what I say. Okay, first I'm going to talk about why water is important in skincare, okay? Water is important. It's not anything bad to have in skincare. If you read an ingredient list on the back of, this is a bottle of tahini because I'm eating watermelon, but if you read the ingredient list, you'll see like the ingredients, and ingredients go from most to least. So obviously you don't want alcohol or certain alcohols in the beginning of your products drying out the skin. Certain alcohols. Sometimes you got to add alcohol in it for preservation of stuff. But sometimes when water is added to skincare, it's because it's an emulsifier agent, because it helps penetrate products deep into the skin. Because when you have brands that come out and they're saying, oh, we don't use water, we don't use this, we don't use that, well, is the product just sitting on top of their skin? I can use another brand, for instance. We can use Olay. Now my grandma has used Olay since she was little, and my Nana looks great. But Olay has a lot of fillers in it, and Olay doesn't penetrate the skin. Olay sits on top of the skin surface. Oils don't typically do that. However, you need a transport to get into the epidermis. So it gets kind of technical with that, with humectants and carriers and stuff, because it has to bind to the cells in your skin for maximum absorption rate and also elasticity, collagen, like all of that. Water isn't bad. In other words, there are worse ingredients in your skincare than water. H2O, H3O. There's worse chemicals in your skincare than water. Let's just get that out of the way. Do you need a ton of water in your skincare? No, you don't want your skincare being primarily water, but it's not bad. The things to look out for in your skincare are parabens, sulfates, fillers, chemicals, like harsh chemicals. You don't want harsh chemicals and fillers in your skincare. That's why some skincare is 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and up, because they don't have a lot of fillers. They have a lot of chemical compounds to benefit your skin. So just adding on to why water is important in your skincare, it also acts as a solvent. So some of your vitamins and minerals have to have that H2O molecule to bind to your receptors. Like I was saying, a transport. You have a phospholipid bilayer, which is kind of technical in skincare, and I'm sorry that I'm probably going over your head, but you can think of it as like a bridge, like a drawbridge. Like a phospholipid has a little attachment right here, and a molecule is going to bind onto that and then transport through it. And it allows or disallows things into your skin, because we have to remember that our skin is a gigantic organ. That's all our skin is a gigantic living working organ with many components on it. So I really don't understand why they're thinking water is bad when we also have to drink water. So that's very interesting. Just kind of keep that in mind as we're going forward. You need water in your skincare for transportation. It's a solvent. It's basic chemistry. Basic chemistry. Okay, now let's kind of dive in on why water is kind of negatively viewed in skincare. First off, it's an emulsifier, so you have to add other things to get it to balance out, to be soluble and act as a solvent. Another thing is microorganisms. You have to have a preservative in your skincare because water has microorganisms. If you didn't know this, go get a microscope from Walmart and put your tap water under a microscope. Don't drink unfiltered water. It's disgusting. You also can't really get that milky, very hydrating feel without other stabilizers and stuff with it. But like I said, water is not bad in your skincare. If you really read your ingredient list and you know what to look out for and what not to look out for, you're fine. Stay away from, and the cat's throwing up. Fine. I will say one thing that I've learned, especially like with eczema, like with Adam's eczema, the best thing to do if you want deeply hydrated skin is to get out of the shower, drip dry just for a minute in your shower, and put lotion on before you get out of the shower. Your skin will be so buttery soft. Also, talking from a full body perspective, a cream or a body butter the best, are better than lotions. Lotions don't have the same consistency and the same hydration than body butters. I use body butters and it makes a 10-fold difference, but sometimes you be a little poor and you need some cheap lotion. But if you need some good body lotion, I like Shea Moisture, the coconut, or I make my own with different butters when I have time. Most of the time, I just get local body butters, but that's besides the point. Okay, now we're gonna get a little technical. What's olive oil in skincare? So olive oil, just like your other oils, is a monosaturated fat. It has antioxidants, meaning it's a good fat. It is what you need to have in your body. Like I kind of went back with the tomato and olive oil. It's a oil transport, oil soluble transport. Anyway, you can use olive oil for skincare. When I worked in a spa, we had grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, and olive oil. Most of the time, we did not use that on anybody's face besides jojoba oil. We used the grapeseed and the olive oil in big old jugs. And this stuff was not cheap. It's not something you get at the grocery store. And we would use it for the full body facials. Basically just to use with the massage techniques. So you can use it as moisturizer or an oil, but it's oil. Just keep that in mind because oil attracts oil, and if you don't know how to properly use raw oil, you will break out because it is a it's gonna clog your pores, you know? So you will see those clogged pores and you will see acne breakouts because oil attracts oil. It's not for everybody. Okay? Also, olive oil with the high concentrates of the different vitamins in it, it can also be damaging for your skin. For instance, certain strains of vitamin E can actually make scars worse and darker. So you really have to be careful with vitamin E as well. And that's just a proven fact. But as far as oils go, I stick with jojoba. Jojoba oil is one of my favorite oils. So if you want to use it, jojoba oil. Okay, back to this video and why I'm making it. Also, again, I am not looking to bash anybody. I am trying to educate, and I have my computer pulled up, so I'm going to be reading off ingredients and discussing it. I want to provide education with skin because it is important, especially for your skin's health. If you're looking for something that's anti-aging and moisturizing and all of this, that's not going to do anything for you at all. Why spend $50 when you can go spend $50 on a big, nice jug of olive oil straight from an olive tree and slap it on your face the same way? Riddle me that. Riddle me that. It is better to ingest olive oil internally than it is externally. So if you want the maximum health benefits, you need to drink it. You don't need to apply it. Your body needs it inside. Also, cooking with olive oil, it has a burn. It has a smoke point at 400 degrees. So once 400 degrees hits with olive oil, it becomes toxic to your body. So just be aware of when you cook it. A very, very, very high quality olive oil. And I'm not talking about going to your Ingles Food City, Publix, Whole Foods, maybe Whole Foods. Whole Foods got some good stuff, but like an actual olive oil store. So I'm going to start with cleaners, and obviously I'm not going to go through all of these, but we're just going to start with the purifying cleansing gel, and I'm going to read off the ingredients. Ingredients. Oh, that's interesting. Olive leaf cell extract, sodium cocoa sulfate, aqua, which is water, but I thought they were waterless. Okay. Cocoa glucide, glycerin, sodium chloride, tocopherol, sodium levulinate, sodium anistate, glycerol, citric acid, which is vinegar, hydrogenated palm glycerides, citrate, and fragrance. First off, fragrance, if you have a purifying or clarifying cleanser, you don't want fragrance up in there. It's going to break you out worse. Second of all, I thought they were waterless. Third of all, where's an AHA? Where's a BHA? There's nothing in this ingredient list that's going to help you. You're better off. How much is this? $40? You're better buying off something that's a medical line cleansing gel like Skin Script, Dr. Zoe. I don't even think Dr. Zoe's, it may be that much. Skin Better. Like, you're better off investing in good skin care, people. And this is my whole argument. I will point out it's vegan, waterless, but we have aqua in here. Made in Germany, organic, handcrafted, cruelty-free, gluten-free, fragrance-free, but it has fragrance. No fillers and no silicones, but it has a bunch of fillers. You can't say no fillers when you have to have fillers in your products for them to emulsify and be a solvent. This is why I just don't like MLMs. Waterless, but it literally says aqua. Is that some water from the moon or something? Let's go to another one. Let's go to Olive Core Face Peeling. It's $50, $49.95. And it says, okay, first of all, it says finely ground olive stone granules. So this tells me that it is a scrub. Let's talk about scrubs. Mechanical versus chemical. I will pick chemical on my face, neck, and décolletage any day over mechanical scrubs. Your face and your face and the bottoms of your feet are very, very thin and very porous. When you add a scrub to your face, you will have micro tears, which can lead to scarring being worse, being darkened. Also, mechanical exfoliants for acne aren't good. Chemical exfoliants such as glycolic acid, lactic acid, trying to think of my acids, mandelic acid, like the things that I have in my bath right now. I have glycolic, mandelic, and lactic acid face washes. All of those are a chemical face wash. You do have to wear sunscreen, but you should be wearing sunscreen anyway. You'll get better results out of things like that than you will a mechanical scrub because it is killing dead skin cells not only on the surface of the skin, but underneath what your eye can see. Will you have peeling after your first use? Yes. Will you feel like your skin is dry after your first use? Yes, because it's ripping off, I shouldn't say ripping off. It's taking off all of that buildup dead skin that is sitting on top of your epidermis. Let's dive in these ingredients, shall we? So we're still talking about the olive core face peeling that is supposed to remove gently dead skin cells, fresh smooth skin without drying or causing irritation. So let me just reiterate. They have it stated: vegan, waterless, made in Germany, organic, handcrafted, cruelty-free, gluten-free, fragrance-free, no fillers and no silicones. The ingredients: olive extract, olive seed powder, some triglycerides, glycerol, some big long names I can't pronounce, olive fruit oil, leaf powder, alcohol, fragrance, pomegranate fruit extract, which is good, fennel fruit extract, benzyl alcohol, benzoic acid, which is just a basic acid, sorbic acid, basic acid, and aqua water. But you're waterless. But there's water because you have to have water in skincare. Benzoic acid and sorbic acid, not a major acid in my opinion. It's not something that I would look for. I would look for malic acid, glycolic, lactic acid, mandelic acid, koji acid, stuff like that. I'm basically reading this to you so you understand that not everything is good because it has a high price tag and people are using it. It comes from a little bit of marketing play-by-play, but they're supposed to be waterless, right? Supposed to be water. Okay, I am in serums next. So we were in cleansers and scrubs, and now after the shower, you're going to apply a elixir, they say, or a serum, and this is the Green Retinol Face Elixir, valued at $70. Mind you, my retinol that I sell is not $60 at all. And this is supposed to have minimize redness, counteracts pigmentation, protects against oxidative damage. Okay, just remember, water-free, fragrance-free, filler-free, organic, cruelty-free, vegan. They're not cruelty-free because they don't have a Leaping Bunny symbol. So let's just say that. They are not certified by Leaping Bunny. If they're not certified by Leaping Bunny, then they are not cruelty-free. They have to have the Leaping Bunny certification. So the ingredients in this is only a couple, which is olive fruit oil extract, kahi seed oil. Why would you... This one is a good one because it's plant and it's pregnancy and breastfeeding safe, and that is Bakuchiol, Bakuchiol. However, if you want a cheaper version, you can go to Ulta and get the Good Molecules one, or you can get the Acure one that just has this oil in it, and it's just that oil. Fragrance, again, it says no fragrance, but we have fragrance. And then we have citronella. Yeah. I will say beta carotene is a lot better and has came out to be a lot better as far as anti-aging. If you need anti-aging stuff, I would definitely get a retinol, which is vitamin A. If you need a retinol that is effective, you have to get that from a medical provider or an esthetician, or it's just not going to work. Vitamin A has to be such a concentrated version to work. So just keep that in mind. I use tretinoin, and I use, what did I got that? Ageless serum from Skin Scrape, which is a medical line. I'm actually going to pull up their vitamin C real quick. I'm pulling up the vitamin C because vitamin C is an unstable molecule. and it is very, 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 very hard to get a good vitamin C. Typically, you see a good vitamin C very expensive. It's just a very hard, unstable molecule, so it's very hard to get a good vitamin C. And when you get a good vitamin C, you'll know. This retails for $70. I'm trying to read this, and I should have read it. It says water-free formula. That's funny. I'm just going to read the ingredients. Olive extract, bute-glycol ascorbic acid, which is vinegar, camu fruit extract, maltodextrin, which is a filler, xanthan gum, which is a filler, carrot extract, phytic acid, and aqua solvent, because you have to have water solubility with vitamin C. And the vitamin C is coming from that carrot, which is going to give it a color. I'm not even the smartest human in the world, and I know this. Okay, let's go to creams. Which one do we want to use? Let's do regenerative. Let's see what's in here. Right off the bat, the 10th thing is water. There's like a lot of it in here. Sunflower seed wax. You got to be careful with your seed oils. Corn oil. Corn oil? Why we got corn byproduct in here? Citric acid. They don't even have acid. See, I'll be honest. I really liked Beautycounter. I liked some of Beautycounter's stuff. I will be biased right here. When I heard about olive tree people and started seeing people post, I wasn't crazy about it. The idea is really nice, but if you're watching this, as you can tell, they say they're waterless, but in each product except one of their serums, they have an aqua solvent, and in parentheses, it says H2O solvent, which I don't know if I went to the right elementary school, but H2O in my books was water. And secondly, did I say secondly? I don't know why I did that. They got sunflower seed oil, kahi seed oil, corn oil, rice bran oil, a lot of seed oils in a skincare, a lot of skincare, a lot of seed oils. We shouldn't even ingest that many seed oils. Why are we letting our skin do it? Let's go to mask. I'm interested in this honey enzyme mask and then the blemish control mask. Remember, we're waterless. We have olive fruit oil, a triglyceride, capric triglyceride, honey. You could honestly just put fresh, raw, organic honey and it would do more for you than this $50 mask. Mash up a honey and an avocado and you will have the best skincare mask ever. The fourth ingredient, so most to least, remember that, is aqua, in parentheses, water. Like water. Again with the seed oils. Radish root is to give it the color. And they have fragrance, aromatic. Blemish Control Face Mask, it retails for $50. It's got the same ingredients almost, except the second ingredient is water and the first is a glycerin. Glycerin is a transport. When you have glycerin, it's a solvent. It's going to transport that water molecule into the skin. It's got azelaic acid, which I like. Azelaic acid is good. And then we go down, and then the olive ingredient is like 10th on the list. And then it's got a bunch of acids and amino acids down through. But the second ingredient is aqua. It says waterless, but it's not waterless. Stop being scammed, people. If you really need some stuff, talk to your local estheticians, talk to your dermatologists, buy from small businesses. I'm at the lip balm now. It's got olive oil. I mean, lip balm, sure, but it's got coconut oil. Much rather have coconut oil and castor seed oil than all of this, and it's got fragrance in it as well. We don't really need the sunflower seed oil in this. They could have replaced that with beeswax. And then they have CI 758110 based on natural chlorophyll. That is a chemical man-made. I'll tell you the best lip balm is the Circadia. It's got a hyaluronic, so it's naturally going to help plump your lips, and it is really good. I don't even know if I want to go through anymore. Like, they have some softening foot balm in the shower gel, which, as long as it's not my face, I don't care about the rest of the body as much, because your face is a different type of skin than the rest of your body. But we're going to talk about the hair real quick before I end this video and let y'all come up with your own observations, your own things, and comment. I don't even know what this is. Let's Glow From Within. It's $250. It's $215. And it has water in it. Oil pulling. Okay, first of all, with oil pulling, olive oil ain't going to do it for you. You need coconut oil. Everyone knows that. That's a hippy dippy. Olive oil is for drinking. So is coconut oil, but you get what I'm saying. They got tea and matcha. Is this their shampoo and it's $90? I'm done with this. Oh no, that was their inside. It's just olive oil. Just go get you some olive oil. I did click on one of their scalp treatment. It's $35, waterless, but it has an alcohol in the third, which is used as a preservative, and alcohol toward the last, and fragrance in about the 12th ingredient. I'm not really reading, but you get what I'm putting down. Oh, Lord have mercy. I knew something was fishy with this brand. Waterless, my ass. Their shampoo, that was their conditioner that I just said. I think I should have shampoo, but it was their conditioner. Their shampoo, olive leaf extract, aqua water, sodium C14 to 16, which I think is a carb, like, I don't think that that's good, but don't quote me because I don't know. I'd have to look it up and get back with you on that. But water is the second ingredient. Waterless. glycerin, olive fruit oil. There's lavender flower extract and stuff, which is fragrance. Is this man German? I'm going to text my German friend later. Okay, well, okay, well, I hope this was as educational as I could have made it been, but I just wanted to talk about this because there are licensed individuals that have had a lot of schooling and a lot of continuing education regarding skincare that are out there, that are small businesses trying to make it work, and they have some incredible back bar products that you can buy that are going to benefit your skin. Me personally, I have my accounts with SkinScript, which is made in Arizona. I have used SkinScript for years and I get more than enough compliments on my skin. I also have Circadia, which is a dermatologist found skincare brand. And I have an account with Glymed. Circadia does more of the medical with the hydrofacials and stuff, so limited with them products. And I'm not advertising for people to buy from me because I can't do that because I'm not in a spa right now. I'm just wanting to make people aware that there are people that are trying to help you with your skin needs to give you the best possible skin of your life, and they are more so small businesses trying, and then these things come along, and like I said, I'm not shaming anybody for getting their coin. Get your coin however you want, but the fact is they're ripping you off for the price that you're having to pay. And yes, olives are expensive, but you can just go and buy some olive oil and drink it and be just as healthy. And lastly, that is not going to benefit you if you're not leading a healthy lifestyle, period. If you're not taking care of your body, if you're not detoxing, if you're not cleansing yourself from parasites, if you're not eating healthy, if you're not drinking enough water, nothing will fix your face and your skin. If you are not taking necessary protocols to being a healthier human being or a better you, skincare can only do so much. It starts from internal, not external. And I think I've preached to that type of choir way too long. But yeah, make sure you're drinking enough water. If you don't drink a gallon a day, at least try to drink a half gallon. I have my hydro drugs. I infuse my water with salt because salt is good. Unless you eat a lot of sugar, then it will be bad. If you eat too much salt, you piss it out. Also, I drink a lot of tea. I read a lot of herb stuff because I'm a nerd. And just educate yourself on chemical compounds in brands. If you want good skin, I mean, there are some really, really good brands in Ulta and Sephora. I won't say there isn't, because when you're not balling on a budget, been there way too many times myself, you don't have $50, $60, $70, $80 to drop on good skincare. And there are really good brands like Acura, Derma E, Good Molecules, brands like that I love. They're not bad brands. Even The Ordinary isn't bad as long as you read up on different chemical compounds. Like, for instance, if you're struggling with acne and stuff, I love The Ordinary AHA BHA enzyme. I love that thing. That thing lights me up, but it's good and I like it and it makes my skin feel good. So yeah, I really don't want to like bash anybody doing an MLM, but at the same time, I hate to see people spend $40, $50, $60, $70 and think it's a cure-all or think it's something great when it's just sitting on the surface of your skin. And let me reiterate one last time. Olive oil is scientifically proven to be such an incredible oil for your body if it's ingested. You can use it as a makeup remover or moisturizer, oil, body, whatever. I choose castor oil because castor oil also has amazing benefits, but I don't use it alone. I combine it with jojoba, sweet almond, and rosehip oil and make my own oil, and I don't break out that much because I take really good care of my skin and I drink a lot of water so it purges. So it's just up to your skin type on what stuff you use. But yeah, I think I'm rambling and repeating myself, but I just really want to stress, ask an esthetician, ask a dermatologist, ask those people that go to school for years and years and years to help you before supporting big brands like this, because there are small businesses and MLMs are great, but it takes away from small businesses. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, comment down below. You feel me? You feel me? Thanks. Bye.